and welcome to my weekly weigh-in as I transition from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG, to ESG, endoscopic sleeve gastrotomy. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. My name is Madeline, and welcome. Welcome. This is week 8. Oh, I sound like a church lady, don't I? Welcome. You're welcome once, you're welcome twice, you're welcome 3 times. Welcome. Anyway, but you are welcome here, and I thank you and appreciate you for coming to join me today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe so we can build our community and start communicating with each other as we support each other on our weight loss journeys. So as we do on every Tuesday, before we begin, let me read a scripture. And it seems like I'm reading the same types of scriptures over and over, found in different places. But this week is Ephesians 5:2, and it says, "And walk in love, as Christ also has loved us, and has given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling savor." And I really like this one because it seems like that seems to be the theme with my church, and even in my reading this year is walking in love, how we really love each other. And it's not that goo goo gaga feeling, but it's people who may not do what you want or act the way that you want or treat you the way that you want, but we still have to love them. It's easy to love somebody who loves you, but we as believers in Christ have to love each other, love people who are hard to love. Let me just say it like that. Loving people who are hard to love. And even as we think of God himself, we are not easy to love. It takes a good God for him to even love and to think about us, because we're not easy to love. We disappoint him. We go against his word, but he continues to love us. So as it says, "And walk in love as Christ has also loved us." All right, so now for my weekly weigh-in. So here we go. So as you can see, I didn't lose that much weight this week. I think I came in last week at 130.6 pounds. I'm looking at my logbook, Veritasic app, weight loss app. I know it's hard to see. It has a logbook where you can track your weight, as well as some other features that I really like as far as an app goes, as opposed to my Fitness Pal. But I digress, don't I? Seems like I get off topic quite a bit. But anyway, I was saying that last week I weighed in at 130.6, and this week I weighed in at 129.8, which I do believe is a 0.8 pound loss. Well, I will take a loss rather than a gain any day. But that just goes to show you that the closer you get to your goal, then the slower the weight loss will be. So please do not be discouraged if you are a newbie who is new to this procedure, or probably maybe about a year out, a few months out, or even if you've had a revision like I did. We have to go back and remember what we learned previously. If you're a revision patient, just remember what you learned previously. The closer you get to your goal, then the slower the weight's going to come off. So do not be discouraged. Please do not be discouraged. So one thing that I wanted to also share with you about this app, which I know you can't see it, but it has where you can put in your weight, and then it will record your weight over time. It's a log book where you can record your weight over time. But then one of the features that I do like about it is that it gives you weight trends. And I actually found this interesting when I started looking at it. Because really, in theory, even though I'm weighing every week and sharing with you my weight loss every week, it's not like I'm losing an exact a large amount of weight each week. And so I was thinking about that because when I really saw the numbers together, each week I lose, a 1 pound, 2 pound, blah, 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 here or there. But when you really put the numbers together, it's really not a large number. And so, that made me start thinking about when we are on a weight loss journey, every little bit counts. Every little bit adds up to meet your goal. So don't discount any loss. Every loss is a loss. And when you put it together, it adds up. And then when you stretch it over time, then you're really going to see the results over time. So don't just look like, for me, I want to lose 20 pounds in a week. Well, when you're fresh out of VSG, depending on how heavy you are, that might happen. But when you are the size that I was going in for a revision, it's not going to happen. I did lose, I think about 7 or so pounds the very first week, because that was my body adjusting, water weight, blah, 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 blah. But then over time, it's just been like slow and steady, just like the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And it also makes it much more long term. If you're losing small bits of weight plus working out and strength training, then more than likely you are gaining muscle and not eating up your muscle. Your body is not burning up your muscle. So just know that every little bit counts, and when you put it all together over time, it makes a big difference. Because I looked at one trend, and it was saying basically for 1 month, I only lost about 4 or 5 pounds. And then here, and I just put in my weight. So for January total, I've only lost about 8 pounds. I'm going to fix y'all here and see if the lighting will be better because it keeps fading in and out. Anyway, I digress again. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, for my final weigh-in for January, it's saying that I lost a total of 8.4 pounds. But if you think about that, that's the recommended amount that you should lose per week. When you cut it into weeks, you should lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. So I'm not losing weight rapidly. I'm doing it slow and steady so that hopefully I'll be able to maintain it, because when you lose it faster, then, of course, sometimes you're not able to maintain that. So anyway, that's that spiel. Hopefully it made sense. In my head, it made sense, but coming out of my mouth, that might be a totally different story. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the Pantry Challenge. Please, please, please go and check out my Pantry Challenge. I'm challenging myself to eat from my pantry for this week, and you will not guess what has been the biggest challenge. So anyway, if you've seen the Pantry Challenge intro that I uploaded on, I think, Sunday, then go check that out. A little bit lengthy, but I hope we have a lot of fun in there too, because I did. I had a lot of fun just looking at some things in my pantry that I need to use up and having fun with it. But check that out and comment below this one after you check it out if you can tell what is the hardest thing for me to give up and not go by. You'd be surprised. So the Pantry Challenge is going on this week. And right now, I'm officially in day 4, because it's Tuesday, so I'm officially in day 4 of my Pantry Challenge. And can I do a spoiler alert? I didn't actually buy, for me, my husband had to buy groceries for his lunch, so I went with him. And he insisted on buying me something, maybe, or maybe I just thought he insisted on buying me something, and I bought a new creamer. I'm addicted to all sugar-free creamers now. I have to try them all to see if I can find a good one. But anyway, he bought it. He paid for it with his card, so that means he bought it. Okay, so go check that out. And actually, two more things I want to talk to you about, and then I'll let you go because I know your time is valuable. So, first thing is hair loss. And you know, around month 2, 3, 4, most weight loss surgery patients begin to experience hair loss. It's the same with a revision patient because I think my hair is coming out more than it was before. I would always shed. That's always been a thing for me. But I think since having the procedure, I'm right at the point where, yeah, if I'm going to experience weight loss, or not weight loss, but hair loss, it'll be happening here. I don't notice any bald spots, not that I can see. I know I do need a cut, so don't comment on that. But I do shed more than I normally do, which I've always been my hair has always shed, but I'm noticing it more. So I am continuing to take my vitamins. I have stopped taking the Berry Melts multivitamin and the Berry Melts iron. I had come down to just about the end of that, plus I transitioned to regular food. So now I am taking just my normal one a day, 50 plus, because you know your girl had a birthday, and you know I am plus 50. So anyway, I'm taking that, and I'm just taking my regular iron, my D3. Those are my supplements that I take. Plus, I do have high blood pressure. I think it's hereditary now because I was off of the high blood pressure medicine for many, many years, and then all of a sudden I had to go back on. So I think that's where my genes, heredity, has played a part in that particular factor. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And the last thing I want to talk to you about was taking care of your mental health so that we don't end up in the same position that got us having weight loss surgery or revision surgery to begin with. So I'm noticing now as I progress, now that I'm back to regular foods, I really have to watch for making sure that I'm hungry when I eat, or a time, because I really don't feel hunger. I'll feel emptiness, and I'll talk about that in another video, hunger feelings. But I have to make sure that I'm not just eating because I want to chew something, because I'm stressed, or because I just don't want to be here. Like at work today, nothing happened, nothing was going on, no particular stress, so to speak, but I was just ready to go. And in my ready to go, and I couldn't go because I was in a meeting with a very wonderful teacher, so nothing was going on, nothing there, nothing like that. But because I was ready to go and I could not go, then I grabbed some munchies, some Cheez-Its. Not the protein Cheez-Its, the regular Cheez-Its. And, you know, thinking about that, I have to realize that I cannot eat out of boredom, stress, that sort of thing. I need to see what is triggering or what is causing me to be anxious, and I need to deal with that rather than turning to food. So, on that note, I will leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Please, 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 please like, comment, subscribe, share it with everybody you know who is on a weight loss journey or who just needs support. And hopefully we will all do this thing together. All righty, see you next time. Bye-bye.